Hi betting experts, on Saturday, June the 20th, we're off to Royal Ascot, the final day of the meeting, an 8-race extravaganza. Hopefully we'll find some winners on what's been a profitable week so far for betting expert followers. We start off with our value angle selection in the 1240. This is the silver Wokingham Handicap, a consolation race for those who didn't make the Wokingham Handicap later on in the afternoon. And the one I like here is Ed Walker's Swindler. Now this one is extremely quirky, a hold-up ride who needs things to fall right, but he's miles ahead of his mark and there's more improvement to come. He was a bit mulish on the way to post on his recent reappearance and never quite got involved in a tactical race there, but I think that run would have put him spot on for today. He's a double figure price in places on the exchanges, and I think that's extremely fair. If you're going to play, I think the move is to find bookmakers offering enhanced places, perhaps up to 6 places, and back him each way. He's almost certain to give his running. He'll be finishing strongly. Hopefully, with them spread across this straight 6 furlongs, there'll be a massive strong pace on that will collapse and he'll sweep through late. I'm expecting him to go really close. For our nap of the day, we go to the Coventry Stakes at 150, a 6 furlong Group 2 for 2-year-olds, and at the prices here, around about 16 to 1 this morning, I think Roger Varian's Dark Lion is well worth chancing. Now this one was strong in the market for his debut effort at Newmarket a couple of weeks ago and shaped a lot better than the Bear result, missing the break, pulling hard in rear in a shocking early position under Egan and running on strongly for a hand ride when the race was all over. It was extremely eye-catching. He's an absolute certainty if he was going for an ordinary maiden, but they're being brave. They're pitching him in deep into the Coventry. I think he's got loads of abilities, reportedly their best one at home, and they've been talking about him for weeks. I'm hoping he'll prove them right, and at the prices you have to take a chance with him. I thought Lauded of Tom Dascombe could be the danger. He was very impressive on making a winning debut, knew his job, put his head down and powered clear at Haydock. That was impressive. I'm expecting him to go as well, but Dark Lion for me at the prices does look the value. Now for the rest of the card, let's start off with the Queen Mary, the second race on the card. The one I was keen on here was William Haggis's Sacred, and she was very easy to back on her debut at Newmarket at the start of June. But if you watch the run back, she had the race won from halfway. She was cruising all over him, just screaming for daylight, and when she eventually saw it, she quickened clear, and that was extremely impressive. She's liable to come on a ton for the run. A fast pace at 5 furlongs should suit her ideally, and I'm expecting her to go very close. I thought the danger could be Sands of Time, who made an impressive winning debut on the all-weather at Lingfield. This track and ground obviously completely different, but the manner of that victory and the time was very impressive, and she's likely to improve. The Coronation, the fourth race on the card, a mile Group 1 for 3-year-old fillies. The two against the field for me here, Run Wild and Quadrilateral. I thought Run Wild, who did us a real turn when winning the Pretty Polly on her debut at Newmarket on her return, would take an awful lot of catching. I think she's obviously a hard puller. She takes a bit of settling. She's got a terrific engine. Ascot's good track for front runners. The drop back in triple suitor. If James Doyle can get the fractions right in front, she'll make all the running. Quadrilateral, who lost her unbeaten record in the 1,000 guineas when we were on, didn't do anything wrong that day. She didn't really settle. She was fighting the tongue tie a bit, I thought, for the first half of the race. I didn't like the way she went, but she still ran a really creditable race to finish third there. If she's more settled, which she should be, she could pick off Run Wild late on, but at the prices I did prefer John Gosden's filly. Moving on to the St James's Palace Stakes, a Group 1 over a mile for 3-year-old colts. I thought Wichita was the one to side with. He was hammered in the market, just failing to land a really shrewd gamble on his seasonal reappearance in the 2,000 guineas, picked off late by the strong finishers there. As he becomes more settled and gathers more racing experience, I think he's going to develop into a really useful middle distance performer. I think that's the best form on offer, and he'll take a lot of beating. Palace Pier looked the danger. He missed the guineas to take a handicap, and he was extremely weak in the market. My Gosden man told me that he wasn't working at all, well, being very lazy at home, and they didn't think he was fully fit that day, which explains the market, but he stormed home to win there at Haydock, and there'll be loads more improvement to come from him with more racing. The Diamond Jubilee Stakes, 6 furlong Group 1 4-year-olds upwards. Hello Umzane and One Master, my two here. If there's more rain, I think One Master could be the value, but at the moment, Hello Umzane, who comes from the informed Kevin Ryan yard, is a top-class sprinter at his best, handles soft ground, He's won 4 from his 8 so far in his career. He's reportedly A1 at home for this seasonal debut, and I think he should go well. One Master loves soft ground. Haggis has been praying for rain all week for him, and he'll go close as well. He's run 3 superb races on his 3 previous visits to Ascot, winning the maiden and then finishing in the frame in 2 red hot Group 1s. And she should go really close, as I say, rain, a big plus there. The Wokingham Handicap, the penultimate race, I thought Tinto was overpriced at 20 to 1. He was a 40 to 1 winner on his reappearance at Newmarket. He's fully fit. I didn't think there was any fluke at all about that under a positive ride, and he should go well. The £5 claimer worth his weight in gold, very much one to keep on side of. And Bielsa, another Kevin Ryan sprinter who won 4 from 5 last season, is very much one to follow again. I think he'll be developing into a listed or Group 3 sort of sprinter in time, Bielsa, and can go close from Newmarket, from his new mark. And to finish the week off, the Queen Alexandra, 2 miles 6, a really tricky race to assess with lots of horses from jumps coming to the flat. I thought the 2 definite stayers were Who Dares Wins and the Grand Vizier, and perhaps Alan King's reliable sort will take all the beating. Best of luck on the final day at Royal Ascot, betting experts.